What's going on, guys? RBG here, bringing you another update on Transformers Rise of the Beast, and we got some major things to go over. If you've been following my coverage, you may have noticed that Hasbro has been stealthily trying to get these new toys out without spoiling the movie, because we're still a long ways to go before it hits theaters. But since these new figures were made months before the movie was even announced and ultimately pushed back, they had to go ahead and get them out to preserve space for the other toys coming out down the pipeline. So far, we've gotten a glimpse at the new version of Optimus Prime, who I'm dubbing Offroad Optimus. As you can see, he's gonna be a man 8x8 truck that'll most likely be fighting alongside the Maximals when they take the action from the city to the wildlife. You just know this is gonna play very similar to Age of Extinction Optimus Prime when he changed from his classic cabover truck to his Western Star truck, which were these trucks that were relatively new at the time. So he's gonna have two different alt modes in this upcoming movie. In order to keep this under the radar, Hasbro is releasing it under the Bumblebee Cyberverse toy line, but you just know this is gonna be the look he's going for in the new movie. It just has too much detail to fit in with the other toys from that particular run, which are mainly based on the cartoon. A few weeks ago, it was revealed that Hasbro was getting ready to officially launch the Rise of the Beast toys next month, so I was expecting to get our first look at the Beast cast around that time, but to my surprise, we got it earlier than we thought, because a YouTuber by the name of Chefatron was somehow able to get their hands on not only the new version of Optimus Prime, but also the new Optimus Primal. TFW 2005 was one of the first Transformer websites to report on this. They say, and I quote, "Via Chefatron on YouTube, we have our possible first look at the new Transformers Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal and Tigatron figures. These seem to be part of the small and simple scale toys aimed to the younger fans. We have a look at Optimus Prime, who looks pretty similar to what we saw in the Bumblebee movie but with a different alt mode. He also features a flip out sword gimmick. Optimus Primal looks inspired to his Beast Wars cartoon design. To top it all, we have images of a small Tigatron toy which transforms into a bow for Primal. Keep in mind that these figures may be based in early concept art designs, and they may not be an indication of the final design for the movie. So as you see, we got an official look at both leaders from the Autobot and Maximal factions, and this is nothing short of amazing because it pretty much confirms two things: that the new off-road truck mode for Optimus Prime that you guys were apprehensive about being in the film will in fact be in the actual film, guys. But also, those weaponizer beast formers that were rumored to be released next month are legit. Because if you notice, this version of Optimus Primal toy will be using the weaponizer gimmick, which isn't anything new when it comes to the Transformers toy line, but it's still genius on Hasbro's part for doing this, because it harkens back to the most recent Transformers series, the War for Cybertron trilogy, which also featured the Beast era cast. If you're not familiar with the weaponizers, they're basically weapons that can convert into alternate forms suited for different types of combat or combined to become bigger and stronger weapons. Think of it as a callback to Megatron's classic G1 alt mode, except they just so happen to already have a primary alt mode in the form of a vehicle or beast. You have some who can be used as swords, and there are those who can be used as guns, as you can see for this version of Tigatron, who's going to be able to convert into some kind of blaster or bow and arrow. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm totally shocked by this because there hasn't been any mention of Tigatron being in Transformers Rise of the Beast. So I'm hoping this is a confirmation that he is in, because so far we've only gotten a confirmation of a handful of characters from the Maximal faction. But anyways, if you take a closer look at Optimus Primal, he looks like a good mixture between his Beast Wars and Beast Machines designs, which features a very techno-organic look where you see the fur overlapping the metal robotic parts of his body. If you guys remember a while back when a selected group of fans saw a behind closed doors view of the Rise of the Beast robots cast, they said that the Maximals would feature fur, except the fur would look like it's peeling from their bodies, which to me was a strong indication that the Maximals have been through a lot, or they've been around on Earth for a long time. So I believe that's what we'll see, two different versions of them where it features them with all their animal skin, and we'll get a very weathered down, battle damaged version that looks like they've seen better days. As you can see, Primal's head sculpt looks very faithful to the original incarnation, and it looks like the retractable battle mass is going to be exclusive to him as opposed to Optimus Prime, which I think is for the best. Like, I always thought the movie should have saved that design for Optimus Primal anyways, since he was the first to feature it. Not to mention that not a lot of G1 purists liked Optimus Prime having a mouth. So it's awesome that Primal and the rest of the Maximals are going to remain faithful to their original concepts, similar to how the Autobots were in Bumblebee. Something that I'm curious about though is the height of the characters. Like, looking at this image of Prime and Primal standing next to each other has me thinking that they'll be somewhat similar in height, But then again, it looks like Primal might be a little bigger, which could be weird, but we've seen other versions of Primal, such as his optimal Optimus form, tower over some of the classic Autobot alumni in the Prime Wars trilogy. It's gonna be awesome seeing how both Optimuses interact with one another too. Like, we really haven't had much time to see what kind of leader this version of Optimus Prime is compared to the Bay version, especially since most of the previous film was centered around Bumblebee. We still have no clue if this new timeline will be similar to the original G1 story or sort of do its own thing. But you just know it's gonna tell a story that respects the lore, because Hasbro is more involved with the writing part. That's why you see the name Allspark Pictures at the beginning of the newer movies like Bumblebee, because they have a little more creative control in what they want to include in the movies. But anyways, as some of the leaks have suggested, Optimus will be new to Earth and learning what he's doing there and his relationship to the humans. Him and Optimus Primal will learn from one another and share their perspectives on their leadership roles. Something that you'll notice about this new Optimus Prime toy is that he has his retractable Energon sword that was introduced in the Bay films as opposed to the classic G1X. So if you're one of those fans that misses some of those Bayformer elements, then look forward to seeing Optimus Prime go crazy with his blades like he did in that epic forest fight scene from Revenge of the Fallen. I also want to remind you guys that the beast form for Optimus Primal will be similar, if not the exact same, as the scrapped concept art we got for the last night. There's also been reports that Paramount and Allspark Pictures have been looking for artists who can make cool futuristic designs for the newer characters, because even though the robots in the Bumblebee movie brought the G1 designs to live action, they weren't that detailed compared to the Michael Bay Transformers. So the producers are still trying to find a middle ground that pleases the classic G1 fans and the newer fans who appreciated the Michael Bay robots that had more parts. I'm just happy that we're getting the chance to see the Beastformers, because this will be their live action debut. If you ask me, their designs still hold up pretty well. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. What are your thoughts on this news? Are you feeling the toy for Optimus Primal? And does it boost your hype for Transformers Rise of the Beast? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, I ask that you like or dislike the video. It doesn't have to be a thumbs up, it can be a thumbs down. But if you really enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it a lot if you shared it with all your friends and followers on different social media outlets. Sharing really makes a difference. But once again, this is your boy RBG signing out on another video. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. As a successful YouTube user, I often get questions asking what I use to get my videos tons of views. And the answer to that is TubeBuddy. This thing has helped me take my channel to the next level in ways I never imagined. It's a browser extension that helps new and experienced YouTubers grow fast and optimize their channels. I've been using this extension for years, and it's constantly getting updated with new features, like the SEO tool that helps me come up with the perfect title, description, and tags to get more people to click on my videos. It even provides you with analytics beside your videos to see how much traffic your video is generating from various social media sites. The extension is absolutely free, but as a special offer, we're giving a 50% discount for channels that have less than 1,000 subscribers that purchase the Pro upgrade. All you have to do is enter in the code RisingStarBuddy. So if you're interested in starting a YouTube channel or taking your content to the next level, download the extension now. You can do so by clicking on this link that will be provided in the description of this video.